Morning, students. We were doing the chapter Displacing Indigenous People. So, you will read a brief historical background of the people who first discovered and lived in the Americas, called American Indians or the Native Americans. So, many thousands of years ago, late in the Ice Age, human journeyed across the Bering Land Bridge from Asia and Alaska. So here you can see the people cross the Bering Strait from Asia to Alaska. Okay, their descendant explored along the west coast of North America. As early of 1000 BC, they had covered the entire continent. And you can see it is not known when the first people, okay, they arrived in America. So some archaeologists they believe it might have been around 12,000 BC. So here you can see the oldest artifact discovered in America. Okay, archaeologists in Texas they have discovered what they believed are the oldest weapon ever found in the North America, that is the spear point tips from 15,500 years ago. So you can see that 10,000 years ago, when the ice age it ended, you can see the changes in the climate and increasing population. It inspired some Native American tribes to experiment with growing different crops. Some become highly skilled farmer. So as early as the Mexico, they cultivated corn and squash. They raised turkey, llamas, and guinea pig for foods, and they hunted over these deers and the bison. So they regularly burned off patches of land to keep it in pasture so that animal they would come to graze. So many tribes on the coast they hunted sea mammals from boats and caught fish using a variety of efficient methods. So here you can see the natives did not practice large scale agriculture as they did not produce surplus corn. They did not attempt to establish any kingdom and empire as the native of Central and the South American had done. Sometimes there arose quarrels between the native tribes over territory, but the control of the land was not an important issue. So they had no land hungers. The land and the shelter which they got from the land, they satisfied their need adequately. They had no desire to own land, and they had an important traditions of making formal alliance, as you can see, and the friendship and exchanging the gifts. So they obtained goods not by buying them but by receiving gifts. So the people of North America they spoke a large number of languages, but these were not written down. They thought that times moved in cycles. Each tribe knew about its origin and its earlier history. So they passed on this information from one generation to the next. So the people were skilled craftsmen and wore beautiful clothes. They had some knowledge about the climate. They could judge the quality of the soil. They knew different type of landscapes in the way this literate people could read written books. So here you can see encounters of the natives with the European. So the European invasions of the North America began with the voyage to the New World. You can see the this Columbus, okay, it voyaged to the New World in 1492. As you can see the route here, okay, from Europe to North America. Here you can see from this Spain to the Caribbean island of southeastern North America. So the European, when they came with them, they bring diseases spread quickly among the Native Americans. So they wiped out the population as the disease of smallpox and measles. So the Europeans started colonizing the American in order to cultivate new farmlands, and you can see that they create new job for the growing population of Europe. So to do so, they often fought Native American tribal nation for the land. So here they can see several factors that gave advantages to European. Okay, in this conflict, first they had some immunities of the European to fight with the disease. Thus, they were not as devastated by them as the Native American were by the disease. Second, the European had horses and guns. As you can see, the advanced weapons. Okay, the not these Native Americans, they are having hand weapons and arrows in the battle. The third, you can see the European settlement in the American, it grew at such a rate that the European descendant, they eventually outnumbered the native people. So here the Native American tribal nation, they resisted colonization, but eventually many were forced to surrender their land. So in the region of the present day, you can see southern Canada, United States, and southern South America, survivors were gathered up and in voluntarily they moved to specific area called reservations. So in Mexico, Central America, and Northern South, you can see America, the native people were forced to live as a peasant and laborers under the Spanish rule. So, in the last decades, development in transportation and earth moving machinery have made it profitable for the outsider to colonize the tropical low forest. And now you can see the way of life for those tribal nations too is threatened. So here you can see the European traders, okay, and the adventurers reached the northeast coast of North America in the 17th century. When they reached the destination after a difficult voyage of 2 months, they found the native peoples, they were too friendly. These native peoples, they were too friendly and welcoming them. So you can see these adventurers came to trade in fish and fur, and then the native willingly helped them in the search of these things. So the French adventurer who went further south along the Mississippi rivers found that the native met regularly at one place, okay, and to exchange the handicrafts that is unique to a tribe or food articles not available in other regions. So the European, they gave to the natives the blanket, the iron, okay, and the iron vessel in exchange for the clay pots. So they also gave gun to the native, which served as useful supplement for bow and arrow to hunt animal. They gave alcohol to the native about which they had not known anything earlier. So they become addicted to it. It suited the European because it enabled them to dictate in terms of our trade. So the native on their part made the European addict to tobacco. So here you can see different terms are used in English for the native people of the New World. Okay, Aborigine native peoples of Australia. In Latin, ab form it's from an origin from the beginning. Aboriginal used as an adjective. Then comes a word that is used for the natives. By the English, you can see American Indian, Amarint, and Amerindian. Okay, the native people of North and South America and the Caribbean. The First Nation peoples, the organized native groups recognized by the Canadian government, the Indian Act of 1876 used the term band, but from the 1980, the word nation is used. Okay, then comes indigenous people, people belonging naturally to a place, and Native American are the indigenous people of the America. This is the term that is commonly used. And then last, the red Indians, the brown complexion people whose land Columbus mistook for India. इनके निवास स्थान को कोलंबस ने गलती से इंडिया समझ लिया. Here comes the mutual perception between the Europeans and the natives. So in the 18th centuries, the Western European, they considered three factors that are essential for a civilized people. One is the literacy, another is organized religion, third is the urbanisms. So they thought that the Native Americans were uncivilized. But here, the great French scholar Rousseau admired such people. because these peoples were untouched by the corruptions of civilizations. So, a popular term here was noble savage. Some lines in the poem of Wordsworth describe them as living amid wilds where fancy had small liberty to grace, the affection to exalt them or refine. He meant that people living close to the nature had only limited powers of imagination and emotions. So both Rousseau and Wordsworth had never met a Native Americans. So here you can see the mutual perception between the Europeans and the Americans. So the natives were friendly, okay, to the European immigrant. They considered the good they exchanged with the European as a gift given in friendship. But the European, they had the profit motives, okay. They dreamed of becoming rich. For them, fish and fur were the commodity which they could sell for a huge profit in Europe. So the Native American had no knowledge. See, they don't have the knowledge of the theory about the theories of economics. Depending upon the supply of good, the prices of the good they sold varied from year to year. The native could not understand this phenomena, so they had no knowledge or sense about the market position in far away Europe. So they did not understand why the European traders sometimes give them huge quantity of good in exchange for their goods, while sometimes very little. They were much annoyed by the greed of the Europeans. In their impatience to obtain furs, the Europeans they had slaughtered hundreds of beavers. Okay, so the natives were saddened. They feared that the animal would take revenge on them for the destruction of these animals. The first, the European who came to America, they were as a trader. They came as trader, and then later you can see they came to settle in the New World from the 17th century. Especially the Protestant Christians were being persecuted or you can see ill treated in the predominant society of the Catholic Christians countries of Europe. So many of the Protestant Christians they left Europe and they migrated to America to begin a new life. As long as the vacant land was available there was no problem. When no vacant land was available in the coastal areas, the European moved further inland near the native villages. So they cleared the forest with iron tools to lay out the agricultural farms. So the European they cut down forest to cultivate the land to grow corns. So Jefferson, the US military general, wanted to make a country populated by the Europeans with small farms. So the natives grew crops only for their own need. But here not for, if we talk about the natives, they grow crops for their own need or they grow corns for their own need, not for the profit making. But here they thought it wrong to own the land. So Jefferson viewed this that this made the natives uncivilized. So it was, so here you can see it was the end of the 18th century that the countries now it known as America, uh, Canada and the USA, okay, that came into existence in the 18th century. At that time, they occupied only a very small territory of North America. Then, during the next 100 year, they extended their control over more territory to reach the present size. Okay, the USA they acquired large territory by purchase as they bought land in the south from France. So here you can see the Louisiana purchase. Okay, so it was purchased by France. Then you can see and from Russia the Alaska. So they acquired much of the territory either by purchase or either by war. Here you can see war by the Mexico, and you can see they acquired much of the territory from Mexico by war. So no one cared to ask the consent of the natives living in these areas. So the western frontier of the USA was shifting one. As it moved, the native were also compelled to move back. So the 19th century, it saw, you can see a drastic change in the landscape of America. So the Europeans, they treated the land differently from the natives. Some of the migrants from the Great Britain and France were the younger son of their parent who would not inherited their father properties, so they therefore were eager to own land in America. Later, a large number of immigrants from countries like Germany, Sweden and Italy, they reached America. They had lost their land to big farmers and wanted to own farms. So the people from Poland who had migrated to America were happy to work in large flat area of grassy land. So they were able to buy huge property at a very low price. So they cleared the forest and cultivated crops like rice and cotton, which could not be grown in Europe. So they could send the produce to Europe and sell with huge profits. To protect their big farms from the wild animals like wolves and mountain lions, they hunted them indiscriminately. With the invention of these barbed wires in 1873, the farmer felt totally secure from the wild animals. The European had brought slaves from African country to work in South America. So in the next video, we will see the anti slavery movements.